Hello and welcome to National Apprenticeship Week podcast. I'm Libby Joyner, a apprentice QS at J&M Bentley.
I'm Fardeen Shahid, a degree apprentice QS at J&M Bentley, and today we're doing a little podcast with Nikki and Jazz to see what they think about apprenticeships and especially working with apprentices as well.
Okay, I'm Jasdeep Dari, so I'm a commercial manager.
I'm Nikki Carthy. I'm a curriculum manager at Leeds College of Building University Centre, and I have the joy of looking after these two delights day to day.
Amazing. So in terms of skills, what you find in applicants, what are they, like the general skills that?
It's more so passion for me.
Yeah.
Passion. I'd rather bring somebody on board to our apprenticeship programme who wants to be there, who wants to learn, who's not just been thrown in there. Yeah. And you know, if you've not got that passion, I don't think you're going to go far. And that's one thing that I really seen in you. And I can't remember who else was interviewing myself, but we both, at the end of your interview, came to the same conclusion that, you know, you was going to be the one that we take on.
Yes, Nikki, so come from college, why do you think it's a good idea for people like us to choose apprenticeships?
Oh, I think apprenticeships are worth the weight in gold. I mean, apprenticeships weren't around when I did my quantity surveying degree, but we were still sponsored through a company. But you walk into industry after you've finished your degree, having all that experience, you're useful. You're progressing straight away. Like we've talked about Fardeen already, within 2.5 years he's doing really, really well. People that study full time, it's a brilliant route if that's your preference, but you come out with a degree, but you don't know how to apply it. You know all of the theory, but not how it actually works out on site or in the commercial world. So I think they're amazing for apprentices, but also for employers as well, because they get to mould the apprentice to use their own systems, their own procedures. They can mould you into whatever they want you to be. They're not starting from scratch with somebody who's got theory in the head. I think brilliant.
I think I found also the 2.5 years I've been an apprentice, I think they go hand in hand, and they, like whatever you learn in college, you are doing it at work, and then work really does help with college theory as well.
Does help you understand it a lot better. Yeah.
I think even at like some of the lectures at Paul, he does say, well, sometimes when he's teaching at the T-level students, it can be that the apprentices relate more because they've got that experience, that background, and they're just connecting both together and just linking it. So that's quite good. Yeah. Just one from me then that I've just quickly thought. So this mainly for you, Jazz, but then again students as well. When you've got students or apprentices working under you, what kind of skills, what is it that they struggle with?
Firstly, and the biggest thing is getting involved in the culture and learning the systems. So systems is one part of the business that you have to learn because you're using it day in and day out, and they're not easy to get used to. And you've got other software skills like Microsoft Excel, Outlook, you know, stuff that you don't generally use day to day, unless you're at work. But I think they're the biggest skills that you need to learn technology-wise, and then technical knowledge is something always go on about, because when you're a quantity surveyor, if you don't know how stuff's built, how you're supposed to price stuff, how you're supposed to manage a project and stuff like that. So when you're coming in as a fresh apprentice, you're absolutely green and you don't know how to build stuff, what to do. So, you need a good mentor to teach you exactly how to do that. And if you don't have that, then you're struggling from the get-go. From
an outsider, if you like, a third-party point of view, Bentley's apprentices are really happy. Do you know the feedback that we get from them? They're progressing really well. They all love the placements. They love the support that they receive. There's very low turnover in terms of apprentice-wise. I don't know about staff, but apprentices, nobody ever leaves. They're in and they're in there forever. So it does seem like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity when you get these.
I think it's a company culture, because I think we've said it before and we've all agreed in class as well. we go to work and we enjoy working there. We enjoy working with the people, even if it does get stressful. I mean, you can talk openly to anyone and they'll have a good conversation, a good laugh. And if you look forward to coming in the morning to work, then can't get really any better than that, can it? This for you, Nikki. So you've worked with apprentices from different companies and whatnot. In one or more ways, do JNB apprentices stand out?
They've always got really good support, progression opportunities. I mean, I've met quite a lot of a few of the commercial management team through awards and things, which is where we first met, wasn't it? And the progression opportunities definitely seem there for Bentleys, and I think the students find that really inspiring. You're very knowledgeable, you get really, really good experience. So when we're looking at collecting the knowledge, skills and behaviours for the apprenticeship, there's never really a concern that there's going to be any areas we can't achieve, because you all do such a good job and have a really good overview of the whole site, you know, not just finances, but how does that link to the programme and the risk, and how are we going to manage different bits as a team.
I think working at Bentley, what I realised is it may be that sometimes you've got apprentices working on different projects in different parts of UK or wherever, and they might only see each other at college. But at Bentley, there's always early career events, there's always seminars where we see each other, we're always talking on Teams, and there's always like team activities and stuff like that, there's group chats, and I don't know, we're more so with a friends group rather than work colleagues, or and I think and that probably gets portrayed when we're at college and we're doing team tasks and stuff, because it really does come together. I know, experience at first hand, I think.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Go on.
How do you find balancing everything that has to be done at work and the responsibilities and commitments you've got there with everything that you do at college, exam prep, coursework? I know in the degree a lot of it's group coursework as well. How are you finding that balance?
Times it's hard, but it's definitely worth it in the end. I think Bentley's are very understanding, like when we're at college, so you need to focus on your college work while you're there. But yeah, for me, I love it. I love the different, coming to college for once a month, the difference in what I'm doing each week. I really enjoy it.
I'm really proud of you as well, because you were right nervous before starting your degree.
She's done well. No.
She really didn't. She really, I don't know if I want to do this. I've got to leave my dog at home, and it's going to be.
I think I'm more
we had a
nervous
chat,
than
didn't we? And then she emailed me, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it was
I see that a lot. I see apprentices coming in green, new, and then as the years progress, you see them coming out of the shelf.
Yeah.
And you can tell they're really nervous at first, and they don't say anything. And then 2 years in, they're telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to tell you what to do. So if you was to go back 5 years yourself, what would you do differently?
For me, I think for my younger self, believe in myself more. I always used to knock myself down, but you're only going to learn if you do believe in yourself and put you in the situations that you wouldn't normally put yourself in. So confidence for me is definitely one that I'd say to my older self, like younger self, just get out there and do it.
Yeah. I think belief confidence is where you know where it is. That's how you're going to learn. If you're not confident in yourself, it kind of knocks you back.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, then everyone will believe in you.
I was just going to say, sometimes it's good to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, some things are supposed to be scary, you know, and that's quite a good thing, because it means that there's a lot to get out of it at the end. So, like you with the level 6, you've dug deep, we've done it, and now we're downstairs. I said, "Are you enjoying it?" You said, "Yeah, I love it, it's great." I'm really glad I started.
Glad I did it.
Yeah, exactly.
For yourself, Jazz, what for you are the benefits of having an apprentice?
There's many benefits of having apprentices. The apprentices are the future of the business. So if we don't bring in apprentices at young ages, we're just recruiting grads and placements and stuff like that, or recruiting in seniors. The best thing about apprentices is you're learning as you're growing, and you're learning with the business. So when it's time for me to retire, that's when I'm hoping you guys will be picking it up. Or the seniors in the company to retire. That's where you guys will be taking our jobs. Do you know what? You might even lead me and be my boss one time.
You're not that much older though. That's what always gets me. And Jazz, this is like, I don't know if it's been highlighted before or not, but yourself, you're used, like, the previous mentors I've had, you're used as an example. You're like, look at Jazz. At such a young age, he's done that, and this is what he's done. So if you even try doing it now, you can even achieve what he has, but you're using it as an example.
But do you as apprentices find that inspiring, that you have got members of the commercial management team that in your eyes have achieved a lot by a young age?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I've always, like, Jazz probably never said it, but again, you're inspiring, but you are the role model.
But that's that's the advantage of working at Bentley's, and it's a great company to work for, regardless of your age. If you can do the job, you will get thrown into that position. I remember when I was thrown into that position, I was thinking in my head, I've blagged it all the way. How am I going to do this? But you learn. Honestly, you learn as you go on. I put blood, sweat and tears to get where I am. It was passion for me. It wasn't a job. Yeah. I enjoyed doing it. Yeah. I really enjoyed doing it, and I used to get shouted at all the time by, my line manager at the time, saying, "What are you doing?" But it wasn't a job for me. It was honestly a hobby, and I liked doing it, and I liked making things happen. I liked pricing up work and then seeing it built 18 months later. And you step back and you look at it and you think, I was involved in that. Yeah. And it's satisfaction.
Jazz, you went from a QS to commercial manager, very young age. How was it? Like, in terms of skills, did you have any moments where 1 second, let me take a breather, I need to do this first?
It was difficult, I won't lie. It was very difficult because I was promoted into a role I've not done before, and I was moved to a unit I've never worked in before with different clients. But I had the support around me. I had the support around me to help me do that job, to mould me into that person, to the person I am today. And it doesn't stop for me. I want to go further and further in the business as well. So it's never going to be easy. Whatever you do is never going to be easy. You jump from one job to another job, it's not the same. Something will be different, but you just got to adapt to it. And once you adapt to it, it should free flow.
So what advice would you give to an apprentice that did feel like they were getting left behind and wasn't getting the experience that possibly you two were getting?
Definitely just speak up.
I think we've spoken about this before as well. It is literally get in contact with your commercial manager and speak up.
Yeah, definitely put yourself out there. Yeah, make yourself known. So you're not just sat hiding behind your computer at home. Make sure you go into the office and onto site and tell people you're there and make yourself known so you can share your progress and share where you want to go.
It's using your own initiative as well. Yeah. At work, you will have your peaks and troughs. Sometimes you will be really busy where you're like, oh, I'm drowning. Sometimes you'll have nothing to do and you'll be sat there. But it's using your own initiative to go out there and learn something new. Speak to somebody you've not spoke before. We've got really nice offices. Everybody is welcome to come into the office whenever they want. Just go have a chat with somebody who you've not spoke to before. And honestly, getting yourself known like that is, it works wonders. You will learn a lot.
What would your one key advice be that would be made to somebody who's considering an apprenticeship?
Do it. Just do it. The opportunity's there. Sometimes you don't get opportunities like this. It is once in a lifetime, like you said. Definitely just go for it. Push yourself and see where it takes you.
Is the one thing you think, I wish I'd have known that then?
I think think what you said earlier, like Bentley's definitely promote no question is a silly question. And in school, I was always scared of asking the wrong question, and there's no silly question. How else are you going to learn if you don't ask? So
this is a difficult question to ask, I suppose, because you're at level 6 now and you've just completed your endpoint assessment for level 4 apprenticeship. So cast your mind back a year when you were on the level 4 apprenticeship. Do you feel like there's enough information out there for people either that are new to an apprenticeship journey or are considering it in terms of the full scope of what's required? People might know that an apprenticeship is paid experience with education, but do you think they know about?
no, I don't think they know everything that goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was so nervous about doing the degree. I was like, am I going to be able to do all of this? When you actually take it all on yourself and realise the amount of hours you've actually got to put in, it is more time consuming. You've got to have that passion to do it, to want to carry it through.
Do you think it's beneficial that for a lot of the construction professional endpoint assessments there's professional membership attached? What do you think to that?
That's really good. It's a great opportunity and benefit for becoming chartered is one of the next steps, isn't it, after you?
I think it offers networking as well, doesn't it? So you're also speaking to like-minded people.
What do you think is different about Bentley's than other companies?
I'll tell you something that Bentley's do that I think is really good, and we're hoping that we can increase the collaboration on this. But you have the QS Academy, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Which I think is brilliant for aspiring commercial apprentices.
The QS, a lot of time has gone into the QS Academy by the senior commercial staff, and it's prolonged for a year. It's got a lot of useful content, and we put it together because we had a lot of new apprentices and a lot of the younger generation coming into the business. We've tried, putting that content out there for them to learn from, and it's content that you can always go back and refer to, rather than it just being half a day. That's it, learn it, done. Because you can't just learn everything in half a day. But yeah, I think that was really good. Are we trying to incorporate that into the college now as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying to. So wherever there's modules that cross over with the QS Academy, to sort of embed it into our teaching, because obviously we have Bentley specific groups.
Yeah.
Or get you guys in to do talks at some point.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Yeah.
That'd be really good.
We haven't yet started the QS Academy, but I think that's the next step for us with our journey of being an apprentice QS. I'm excited for that, but the early careers programme to definitely get us started with that's definitely helped my confidence, and so yeah, it's really good, the programmes we've got at Bentley's.
We have apprentices coming into the business every year, so how you got to remember it is, 5 years down the line, it'll be you guys that are teaching the apprentices, but you've been there and done that. Yeah. So you'll know where, you made them mistakes or where the best place to learning was from. So, you can get that experience and give it to the younger generation that are coming through the door. And, who's best placed to do that? But you guys, is what you were saying earlier.
I think as an apprentice as well, I know we're here representing Bentley's, but for any apprentice, the whole point of it is it's a tripartite agreement. So the apprentice, the employer and the college. So there's so many people looking out for your progress in your future.
So as you mentioned about awards, and how does that make you feel with all the graduates that have just all completed and they've been with you a long time at college?
Yeah.
How are those successes? How do they make you feel?
Oh, proud parent. I want to sit with a big foam finger with each name on it because I'm so proud. Because not only have we seen them through for the 2 years at level 4, and then they've done 3 years at level 6, and then we've helped them through the endpoint assessment. So we've got to know these apprentices for a long time. But there's other award winners along the way as well. So degree commercial or degree civils, apprentice of the year, and it's just a journey. We've helped develop them, and we support them in a lot of aspects as well, not just academically, but like Auntie Nikki at college, and it's amazing. It makes us so proud to see the graduates. And the graduates that finished this year were our first cohort of QSers to have their own graduation ceremony. So there was just loads of stuff that was so special about this year finishing. Loved it. So proud.
It'll be us one day, Fardine.
One day.
It'll fly. It'll absolutely fly.
The thing is, 2.5 years have already gone, but it feels like the interview was yesterday, wasn't it? So
Time's flying. I remember the first cohort that we was talking about then. I remember them first starting.
Yeah.
I remember them.
And do you know when apprentices say, I don't know if I want to do my degree apprenticeship? I said, why? And they said, because I'll be 26 when I've finished. And I said, well, you'll be 26 anyway. Do you want a degree or not a degree? Because 26 is happening. Whether you want it to or not.
That's a good point. So we've gone through weaknesses of apprenticeships or apprentices when they are working here. What about strengths? Something that you've seen apprentices do and you're like, you know what? I think that's good and we should promote it a bit more in other apprentices. Or
I think one of the massive advantages of an apprenticeship is it allows the apprentices, I feel like I keep saying that word over and over again, it allows the apprentices the opportunity to be more innovative. So because you're experiencing everything that you are in the workplace and you're learning the theory and we're critically evaluating all of that theory as well, it then gives you the opportunity to walk away and think, could we do this better? And the amount of things that we've seen when we're collecting the portfolios is trackers for this and sustainable that and value engineering in this, the work that goes into it, because you are seeing everything. And like Jazz says, you're not only going to be the next generation of Bentleys, you're the next generation of the industry. So for you to be that innovative when you're going out into the big wide world.
I think another benefit of Benny this, like my second mentor was also an apprentice and he'd been working as a QS, or when he started his apprenticeship like 8 years ago or something, and he was helping me with it, not EPA, but like he was like, oh, I've done that.
Exactly.
This is what I did, and it's like, 1 second, what's happening here? Like you're helping me with everything, but took it on, and the help is always there, and whether it's at work or college, it's just whether you're willing to utilise it, I think. Sound. Well,
thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us.
Talking to us about your apprenticeships.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you
have
for
a great
having
day.